Hello everybody, welcome to my first ever video on YouTube. In this video I'm going to do a breakdown of both of my full coverage jackets, show you all the patches, what goes into them and how I go through my processes. So, okay, to start off, this is my first ever full coverage jacket. There's about, I think it's over 100 patches on this jacket. On the right hand side here, we have Cenotaph. This was the first ever patch I bought from a distro. This is an import patch made by... Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was made by Dark Prods or maybe Shadowrun Productions, something with that in it. And it is an import from Nuclear Winter Productions. Here is a Creator Phantom Antichrist patch. Nothing too special about that one. Here is a Black City Records patch right here. That was obviously bought from Black City Records. It was £5. The owner of Black City Records, one of the nicest guys out there. Incredible shop. I love going there, and he's a really, really nice guy, and he's got some class stuff in there. So if you ever find yourself in Bristol, go have a drink at the Griffin and go to Black City to get yourself a record or CD or patch. Now, underneath that, I have a Tankard patch. This Tankard patch, nothing too special about it. It's just a nice patch. And as you see around the whole jacket, I have a border of strip patches. So it's just a band I like, and I wanted the patch there. Now this is a Miscreants patch. I can't remember who I got this from. I think it's Too Rotten to Die. Correct me if I'm wrong. It got it a while ago. But it's a really nice patch. Might have been Overthrown Patches, actually. One of those two. It's a really nice patch though. It's got a nice detailing around it. Really nice clarity on the patch. Now next to the Black City Records patch, we have Reaping Flesh. This is a Too Rotten to Die patch. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And above that, we have a Candlemass, the Door to Doom patch. Candlemass is one of my favourite bands. As you'll see in a minute, the back patch of this is a Candlemass back patch. I love Candlemass, and that's a great album from them. Up here is Samson. You don't really see Samson patches too often. Like, they're a British heavy metal rock band. Really good. Check them out if you haven't. Their drummer, really interesting guy. He had a band called Thunderstick. And yes, it's seen a bit of wear and tear. As you can see, the borders come off there, so I've had to go sew that down and melt it with a lighter. Over here's Tribulation, Clown of Thorns. You can see that. It's quite a nice patch. I'm not sure who made that. Not sure who made either of these. I got both of these from a Battlejackets London meet. And above that's Powerhouse. That is Too Rotten to Die. I bought two of them. As you can see, there is another one on the other side of this jacket over here. Next to underneath, there was one next to Powerhouse. I'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, it's just a nice thing to do. I like the patch. Here it says Make America Metal Again. That's been covered up, but that's what it says. Here is Unrest, Disrupt. One of the first, I believe they're crust punk bands I listened to. I listened to because of this patch. I got this patch at Battlejackets London meet in the summer. I really like this patch. This is the classic Tiananmen Square photo. I'll put up a picture of it. And yeah, it's a really nice patch. Here's Merciful Fate. Nothing special about this patch. Just a standard eBay, Etsy, Amazon patch. Above that is Dissected. It's a bit covered because I have another Dissected patch here. The logo isn't covered. But those are the only repeating patches on this jacket. I try not to repeat patches, but those are the only repeating patches. I don't know who made that. I think it was Too Rotten to Die. Not entirely sure though. Altitude patch. I can't remember who made this. I think that was also Too Rotten to Die. But I really like this patch. It's really nice. I believe they're a Mexican band. They make quality stuff. And here is a Sepultura patch. Standard patch really. Nothing special. Same goes for Slayer patch. Brilliant bands, but they're not special patches. And going up, here is a Godflesh patch. I got this at the Battlejackets London meet. Yeah, it's a nice patch. I love it a lot. Street Cleaner is one of my favourite death metal albums. If it's not death metal, I'm going to get torn apart, but I believe it is death metal. I love Godflesh. And yeah, the quality stuff. Up here is Ozzy Osbourne. Going down here, here's a Disgusting Person patch, a mini from Too Rotten to Die. Nice patch. There's a lot of mini patches on this jacket just to fill in gaps and cover stuff, but Disgusting Person are a good band. And here's a Gatecreeper patch. This is from No Class Merchandise. Nice and glittery, as you can see there. And moving below that, here is an Acid Rain patch. I don't know who made this patch. I think it was Too Rotten to Die. Now, moving to the pins on the right side, here we have Black City Records, Heavy Metal Therapy, Bristol Metal Quarter, Black Sabbath and Misfits. I tried to stick with a black and white theme on these pins here. Here is the left side of the jacket. So this was the first ever patch. Oh wait, no, I already said that. It's seen some battering. It's not sewn on very well. You know, I learned a lot in sewing for this jacket, so, you know, the patch is kind of, it's not the best sewing I've ever done. As you can see here, it's very skewish, but, you know, I'll keep it on there. Shows my progression. Here's a Megadeth patch. That was the second ever patch on this jacket. The Blood Incantation patch. Absolute elsewhere. Cracking album. Got it on vinyl, got the poster and everything. And over here is the Trilogy of Death, right here. We've got Scream Bloody Gore, Sound of Perseverance, and Human. I love Death, they're one of my favourite bands. Next to that there is a Carnices patch, which is from, this is from Overthrown Patches. A really good patch. Go on to my Instagram if you want to know where anything is from, just send me a DM and I'll find out for you. And over here is a Motorhead patch, Everything Louder Than Everything Else. Great patch, really dig it. I love Motorhead. Who doesn't love Motorhead, really? Fucking incredible band. And then above these is the most recent patch I sewed onto this jacket. Is a Megadeth patch. Over here, there is a No Class Merchandise patch. Now, I really like this patch. It's a really nice patch. I got this for free in an order, actually. And I haven't seen anyone else with one of these. I'm sure there's loads of people, but it's a really, really cool patch. And I've actually never gotten another one of these from him, and I would love another one from him because they're really, really nice. But yeah, it's a cool patch. And above that is Gorguts from Overthrown Patches. It's a Gorguts mini, and yeah, there's a Dissected patch I mentioned earlier from Too Wrong to Die. And above that is a Spirit patch. I cannot remember who made this. If anyone knows, you know, leave it down below. And here is a Parius patch from Overthrown Patches. Really nice patch. I want to butcher the pronunciation of this. It's like
panpsychism,
something like that. I'll put it up on screen. But yeah, that's the Killing Stone. Above that is a Powerhouse patch. I talked about this earlier, just different border colour. And here is an Ozzy Osbourne patch. And above that is an Infected patch. Definitely. Now, I cannot. Oh no, okay, no. Here's a Children of Bodom patch. And here's a Phantom patch. Very good modern thrash band. And here is a couple patches here. I believe. Oh, that's just a generic eBay patch. That is from. This is either from Too Rotten to Die or No Class. Cannot remember. Here is two patches here. I cannot for the life of me remember either of these names. I think this is Insomnia, maybe something like that. Here is a Black Sabbath patch, their first album, and up here is a Def Leppard patch. Some of the more recent patches I sold in this jacket as well. Probably a couple months old by now, but yeah, it's just to fill in the gap here. And here is one of my favourite albums of all time, When the Coaching Pops by Acid Bath. And there's a really good Acid Bath cover band on Instagram called Tranquilized. Go check them out, they do some good stuff. Now the pins on this side. We have mostly Misfits pins. One pin from The Exploited, which is this one. And all these are Misfits pins. Out of the Misfits, Famous Monsters, good old Crimson Ghost, and then another Crimson Ghost. The Misfits right here. This patch has seen better days. It's been worn down quite a lot, as you can see, but still quite a cool patch. Here's Alien Sex Fiend. This is from No Class Merchandise. Here's Meshuggah Obzen. I love this patch. It's probably my favourite patch on the jacket. Here is a Fabricant patch. Really nice patch. I got this for free from, I believe, Too Rotten to Die. Here is a Morbid Angel patch. On the other side, as aforementioned, we have the Motorhead patch here and the Carnices patch. Moving a bit up, we have a Coffinborn patch here. Of Iron Maiden here. You can see that. There is it. There it is. First Iron Maiden album. Got Paul Diano on that. And here with the Stormkeep patch. Right here. I think Stormkeep's Tales of the Time is one of the best modern death metal albums. Right. Moving on to the back. We have Iron Maiden here. We've got a Sodom patch here. There it is. In the Sign of Evil. Really nice patch. I got that on eBay in a bid. Up here. Nihil. Here's Battlejacket London. This jacket is in one of his videos. It's in the Sangui Sugarbog tour video. Around 32 minutes in, you'll see me there. Here is Cannibal Corpse, Hammer Smash Face. Got that off eBay. Here with an augury patch. I believe that's one of my overthrown patches. This Sangui Sugarbog one is from No Class Merchandise. I got it for free actually on one of my orders. And above that, you can see a No Class Merchandise patch. It's been very covered up there. That is filler. Above that is also from No Class. There's a lot of stuff from No Class on here. This is Toxic Holocaust. Incredible thrash band. Love them. I can't remember off the top of my head what album that is. No, obviously a fucking poser, but I'll put it up on screen. Anyway, here's the Clash. Not metal. Everything in this jacket is pretty much metal. Pretty much. That is SOD, Stormtroopers of Death. Up here we have two Megadeth strip patches. The duo got Rust in Peace and Peace Cells. This is a Bathory Blood, Fire, Death patch. Got this for free from No Class merch. Here's a Bolt Thrower patch. Very nice. Exodus. One of the most popular thrash bands. But I did also choose this back patch, this logo back patch. Kind of just fill that gap because there was a big rectangular gap right here. Here we have Meshuggah. Love Meshuggah. They're one of my favourite bands of all time. Love Meshuggah. Technical death metal. I believe no band sounds like them because they are just so unique. We have Alice in Chains. Another disgusting person patch right here. And on this jacket, a lot of times I use darning thread. This thing right here with a big thick needle. I use darning thread to fill gaps, and you can see it here as well. And this is a piece of an old jogger's waistband that I cut up to bridge the gap between the back and the front, which is a bit lazy, given, but my jacket, I do like. Cattle Decapitation. They're my favourite metal band of all time. I love these guys. Travis Ryan, incredible vocalist. Near that, here is Mercenary by Bolt Thrower. Candlemass patch right here. Here is an Iron Maiden from No Class merch. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, classic album, love it. Of Black Sabbath. This is a quote from Sweet Leaf, can't forget you or your surprise. And here we have an Iron Maiden Bloody Sabbath patch right there. Again, standard, get it off eBay. It's a Cryptopsy patch right here. The back patch. It's very good. I decided to put the back patch a lot lower on this jacket. Just because I can, you know. It's got a lot of dead space. The way I do full cover is I utilise the dead space of patches. You know what you can cover, know what you can't cover, then go from there. And I really like this back patch. That'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you if you watch to the end. I know this video isn't the best. My first YouTube video. It's going to be pretty shit. If anyone's got any questions, either comment them down below or DM me on Instagram. My handle for Instagram and TikTok is in my bio on YouTube. I probably won't message you back on TikTok promptly. But yeah, I'll most likely respond on Instagram. So